What's up, everybody? Welcome back to part 2 in house number 40. So in part 1 we got this far. Basically the outline of the front. When you first walk up to it, you can see basically what we have from the front. You might notice a couple things from the last part that I didn't do. Basically just added the driveway. The driveway is really simple. You just come out 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 blocks from the left garage door, and then you kind of curve it into the one on the right. And then the sidewalk that just goes to the front porch. Really easy. There's nothing I really did that figured would kill everybody. I did it. It's like, oh my god, why do you do this? We're gonna need some oak leaves, the same materials as the last part as well. What we're gonna do is just make our oak leaves go around here, and we're just gonna place them just like this. Do the same thing with the other side. It's amazing how much leaves can really make a difference in a house. And just have them come all the way around. So far we should look just like this. See, just look how much the leaves really add color to the house. Alright, so let's come over to the left side and work on the garage area. So the garage area, let's come out 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 blocks. And now we're gonna have it come back and connect with this right here. And so what we're gonna do is just seal this in with our what's the word I'm looking for? With our sandstone. That's the word I was looking for. Found it. And we're just gonna stack this up to be just as tall as our do we want to stack this one all the way up? I'm trying to think here. So many decisions, guys. We'll see. For right now, we're just gonna make this into a big plain wall. And basically we're making it into its own room. Can't talk today. And we're gonna do this with all 4 walls. Because basically the garage is its own room, so that's why we're doing it. So we're stacking this up. It looks like they all need to be stacked up one more block. No, let's actually leave it like that for now. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Let's have this come out 1 2 3 4 5 6 blocks. Let's have it come in a little bit. 1 2 3 4 5 6 blocks come in, and we're gonna stack this one all the way up. The reason we're doing this is to kind of get rid of that flatness of the big wall here. It's still pretty flat, but if we would just make it one big wall, it would just be too plain in my opinion. So we're trying to avoid doing that. So that's what this is for. And now we're going to have it come back and meet with the end part of the garage. Just like this. And stack this up. And we could even do, later on, I'm not exactly sure if we're going to yet, but we could make this into like a balcony for... I have a feeling this up here is going to be a bedroom. So, but we never know yet. We're not done with the house. So, let's come over to the garage area again. What we're going to do is start from basically where this wall ends. Take it all the way up. And let's have it come out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. Whoop. There we go. And we're going to stack this one up. That'd still be a really flat wall. Oh, well, here's what we can do. We could let's get rid of this wall that we just made. And so we're gonna get rid of this wall real quick, and we're gonna move it up a couple blocks. So what I mean by that is let's start from 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, 5 blocks in would be good. So we should have 4 blocks showing. And let's come out 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 again. And we're going to stack this one all the way up to our second floor, which should be here. Alright, so what do we want to do with this? That's the real question. We could kind of make this into like its own roof, which might be the best thing to do for it. So we're just going to stack this all the way up until all the points connect. And there we go. Now we have basically a mini roof there. So what we're going to do with this is we could have a window here in the middle. In this window, what I kind of want to do is I want this to be... Oh, I forgot my glass panes. I forgot I cleared my inventory at the beginning of the video. Or before the video. We're going to fill this in with our glass panes here. And we're going to have basically pillars right next to it that look just like that. Alright, and now we can turn this to come all the way to the end part of the garage as well. basically what this room is for, this room is to go into the garage. So usually my houses, there's just one way to go into the garage, like through here. But now we have our own separate room for it. So that's basically exactly what it's for. Let's see. I don't like how it's not centered in, whatever. So let's see. Let's come over to the right side of the house if we're facing the front. And what we're going to do is, I think we made this one like 10 longer or something like that in the first part. Let's extend it out 1, 2, 3, 4 more blocks. Actually, let's make it even with this wall here. So we're going to make it even. So it is now. So you're really only extending it 3 blocks instead. And now we're going to have it come out 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to add our spruce wood planks here. We're going to add a couple windows, basically what we're doing. We're basically making our own little window area here. Alright, now let's turn it again. It's going to stop here. And now 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with our sandstone up on top of the spruce wood. And do the same thing with all of them. Alright, looking pretty good so far, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our sandstone stairs, and we're going to add our little looks here to make it look a little bit better. Then we're going to fill these windows in with our glass panes. I will say it's not the best looking house I've made. It's a little bit different than most houses. It does look a little bit more like an older house, not a newer house. Let's see. So what we're going to do is now we're going to have this come out 1, 2, 3 blocks from the last window. And now we're going to have this come out towards the front door. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let's stack this wall up to the first floor as well. There's not too many windows over here yet, but we will add some here in a little bit. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to have this come back in towards the front door a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's stack this wall up as well. A lot of stacking up walls in houses. Let's see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to... Really? You would stop right there. Alright, let's make some windows. So what we could do is make basically 2 big windows like what we have in the front in the exact same spot. It actually might look pretty good. So I think we should do that. What we're going to do is basically make the exact same big windows that we made in the front on the back in the exact same spots basically. And so stack this one up. And you'll see the point of this here in a little bit. This will make things a little bit easier when it comes to making the interior for the house. Alright. The door, we can have it just come back 1 block. And the door, we know, starts here. So our back door and our front door will be even as well. Which is, again, something I really do like. Makes things a little bit easier for the interior. And so, stack these up. Alright, and then we could have another window. How do we want to do that? We could have it to where we could have a window like right here. Let's see. So the second floor starts here, right? It should. Okay. How come oh, because these blocks are up one too much, I'm guessing. That's why it just threw me off. Because I was like, oh, I keep messing up. Stop misplacing. Alright, get rid of this top layer real quick. There we go. Now it looks a little bit better. I just had to double check on that because it was throwing me off. And so we're having a small window here. I guess we could move it back 1 block. And so we're going to kind of make the same style window. Oh, my swiftness ran out. That's why my reach isn't as good. Alright. And then top it off. And we're going to do the same thing. Actually, no, let's just put glass panes in here. There we go. Let's make these upside down stairs. I keep getting rid of the wrong blocks. Alright, make those upside down. Alright, looking pretty good so far. What we're going to do is make these exactly like the ones in the front. So the windows will width be too wide. But again, shouldn't be too big of a problem. It doesn't really take up that much effort and space. Do the same thing with the other side. So stack this up and come back down. That's a... Alright, one thing we're going to do is we're going to make this wall come back to look just like this. So stack this one up. There we go. So the window, the big window, should be one block in front of this wall here. And now we add our glass blocks, which are now in my inventory. And put our glass blocks in here. The same thing with the other one. It's pretty routine by now. A lot of the things in my houses I use a lot. So some people that watch my videos all the time should be used to some of this stuff. And then what we're going to do is do the same thing. Have this come... We could make it the exact same. So we could do something like this. And now what we're going to do is stack this wall up. And basically stack all these walls up to match with the second floor. At least where the second floor would start. How's that look? Alright, I think we're looking pretty good so far. One thing we could do... we can experiment with that later. So far is what we have, and we're at 11 minutes. Alright, so coming back to the front, let's start with our right window. Let's have this come out 1, 2, 3 blocks. And we're going to stack this wall up to match with the very top. And let's have it come all the way out to the middle part. To the middle window right here. To the middle piece of that window. And we're going to stack this up as well. There we go. Alright, let's have it come out now. To about right here. Look pretty good. We're trying to add a little bit more look to it. And so we could make it to where it'd be like this. And now let's stack this up. And we're probably going to add a window right here. Here in a minute. And we might have a window here as well. Yeah, we could have 2 windows here. And these can be regular windows as well. Again, I have a couple ideas I'm thinking of while I'm building this. So this window would be a 3 by 3 window, so a perfect square. And we're gonna fill these in with our glass panes. The rest of this in here we can fill in with our sandstone. You could do something like this to kind of resemble like a roof. So make that into like a corner block or corner stair. This will give it a little bit more look, a little bit. Ooh, one thing we could do, I just thought about this. What if we put spruce wood slabs, like right here in front? How's that make it look? I actually like that. It does give it a little bit more look, in my opinion. And what we're going to do is, we're going to take our swiftness again. And we're going to put our spruce wood planks in here. Just like this. Alright, so what should we do next? Let's come to the back side of the house. So we know the second floor is going to start here. Now we have to figure out how we want to make the back. The back, it's a little bit more tricky. We could continue like what we've been doing from here. Have it extend out to here. I kind of feel like this right here should be its own roof. And so we're just going to make this a big wall. So we're going to stack this up. And we could probably add a fireplace here as well, if you think about it. So there's an idea. And so we're going to have this come in one block to kind of separate it from that big wall look. And we could add a window in here as well. So that's something we could do with this that we just put. So the window will go right here. And again, it looks like it's going to be another 3 by 3 window. But I'm perfectly fine with those. I'm not really too offended by those. And so stack those up. And then we could do something like this to kind of make it like its own roof. It could be like, it kind of looks like a balcony if you think about it. Alright, so man, I really feel like the roof, the second floor starts here. Okay, it is right. For some reason, that's what I'm talking about. It kind of throws you off, considering that you have to consider the front or the bottom floor doesn't start on the ground. Alright, so with these big windows here, we're going to start here, and we're going to come out 4 blocks, and then we're going to come in 1, 2, 3, and we're going to come back or out 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it would come out 3 again and then connect with this. Hopefully that made sense. It was kind of hard to describe. So stack this one up. And so stack that one all the way up. And we're going to stack up all these walls now. Again, we can always add some windows in here. But we're just making the base first. Oh, my nose itches. That's better. So stack this one up. And what we're going to do is we're going to make another small roof here. So top it off with our, oh, come on, there we go. With our sandstone stairs. Turn it, put that one here, turn that one. There we go. We have another roof there. And I kind of feel like we should have a window right here. So the window is going to start on the second floor. And so it should be just like this. And the window will be a 2 wide window, which you guys should be used to by now. If you're not, you can get over it. Alright, let's use our sandstone stairs here. And then our glass blocks go behind the stairs here. How are we looking? Looking pretty good. We're going to add our spruce wood stairs here, or not stairs, excuse me, our spruce wood planks. And then we're going to have a couple windows down here now. So come 1 block away over here. Make the same window. We could have a couple windows. Wow. We could have 3 perfect windows here. Let's see. Do we want to make these the 2 wide windows or just the 1 wide? Decisions. Let's decide that. Let's see. Let's leave these to be 1 wide and fill these in with our glass panes. So basically, if you haven't caught the pattern, if it's a 2 wide window, we use glass blocks. If it's a 1 wide, we use our glass panes. Pretty simple. Alright, so over here, we need to connect all of this. So the way this is going to work, what we're going to do is send this out 1, 2, 3. And then basically have it come all the way over from here. Kind of follow an outline. And we could do something like that. Add a little bit more unique design to it. And so let's stack these up now. Boom, boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. I know I'm weird, but you guys should be used to it. And fill all this in. Again, we can always add some windows in here to kind of give it away and get rid of that plain look. I'm not sure if I said this or not. I'm actually using I think it's the natural texture pack. I'm not too sure. I've been playing with the newest one. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Our sandstone stairs can go here to act as our roof. And we can actually kind of connect the roofs here if we wanted to. So we're making a roof here. There we go. So now the roofs connect with each other. And our windows, we're going to start here. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. And do the same thing. 1, 2, 3. And stack these up. And we're going to make these a 2 wide window. that actually might work out perfectly. Maybe. We'll see. And now we're just gonna use our sandstone to make these too wide. And fill all of this in up here. But we'll get into that when we do the interior. And now we use our glass blocks. Boom. This house actually is turning out a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. I was not intending on making a house this big. But you just gotta go with the flow, if you know what I mean. And so just fill all that in. And let's see. Do we want to have a window here? We could. We could make it just a smaller window. We could put our spruce wood planks here. And use our glass panes. And let's use our spruce wood planks for this as well. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the dogs downstairs. They're barking at something. Not exactly sure what they're barking at. They're crazy. Basically that's it for part 2. Hopefully in part 3 we can actually finish up the roof itself. Let's take out our oak leaves and let's have the oak leaves basically go all the way around the house. Just because oak leaves can really make a difference, or any leaves for that matter. And just have it go all the way around the house, adding a little bit more color and look. We're going to have it stop here at the windows, because we're probably going to have a patio back here. To have these come all the way around. And let's see. And now we should be done with part 2. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. Hopefully you guys are liking the house so far. In part 3, we're going to try to finish up the roof, which I have a couple ideas for what we could do. So thank you for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon.